Malaysian leaders, because of that event, it may seem simple. But in the outside world, there is never a company, be it direct selling, be it any other companies, that will invite leaders to do ribbon cutting. Just now, while you were doing ribbon cutting, I was helping to coordinate the lion dance, making sure the timing is correct. And then when I see that the timing is off, I ran out and said, hey, you hold on. While you were doing the ribbon cutting. In Malaysia, I was one of the MC. In Taiwan, I was one of the MC. And Mr. Lim, our CEO, was taking photo. So, in Malaysia, when we did it, it shocked the Malaysian market. Why? Because if you recall, is there any company that you ever come across that will invite a leader, a distributor to do the ribbon cutting? No. So because of that one simple reason, the Malaysian leaders, they know Riway values them. All the talks about how good is Riway, how Riway values the leaders, they saw it in that little gesture. So because of that opening, they believe in what Riway says. They build a very good relationship with Riway, and they fight all the way. Which is why you have all the big leaders coming from the South Asia region, because that's where the first simultaneous ribbon cutting started. Okay, the second region that we went to, Taiwan. I believe over the past few years, Taiwan has been always a region that we heard about. Be it the number of leaders they have, the number of incomes their leaders have, the number of turnover that Taiwan can generate. I believe it is not news anymore. It is very commonly heard. Same as Malaysia, many years ago, when Taiwan did the simultaneously ribbon cutting, they too felt exactly like what the South Asian leader felt. When they were there, either they were the invited guests or they were one of the guests looking at other people cutting. They all learned something from it. They all genuinely feel Riway really means it. So after that ribbon cutting, I remember until now, I saw a big growth in Taiwan. Now back to Philippines. Does it mean that, oh, Philippines, we are the third country to do it? That means Philippines will fly like the other regions? To me, no. Because whether from now on, what's your next direction, or where you are from now, after this ribbon cutting, it has nothing to do with whether we did the event just now. Whether it's 6 branches, 8 branches, 10 branches. It doesn't mean that just now, while you were holding a scissors and you cut, you will be successful in Riway. It's not about that. It is only just an event that we want to do for you. It does not determine your future in Riway. Which means, to me, the future of Riway Philippines is, from the event held earlier, what you think of it. What you think is your role in Riway Philippines. What you think is your stand in Riway Philippines. With them holding this event for you, what you want to make out of it. So to me, it's not about the number of events we did in Philippines. It's the people who are in Riway Philippines. So the difference is the people. Just now, James mentioned about all the theory about how much is the Taiwan population, how big is Taiwan. Yes, on theory, it seems like that. But there are a lot of countries, a lot of regions that are bigger than Taiwan. But yet, they do not excel as Taiwan. Why? Because a lot of time, it's the people who are committed in doing it, how committed they are. Be it in Riway, be it in direct selling, be it in any companies, any industry, it's all about the people. So first of all, to do well in Riway, to me, you mustn't view Riway as a direct selling company. Why? Because in the Philippines, there are too many direct selling companies. We have maybe companies that you know of, companies that you never heard of, companies that you hear them opening every other day. And there are too many products in the market of Philippines that comes from direct selling, am I right? And usually in a direct selling company, there are a lot of range of products inside. So first of all, you mustn't treat yourself in Riway like how you should do a direct selling. If you ask me, this is from 16 years, what I have seen since I'm here, maybe I can tell you what I have seen. If you do Riway like how you are doing direct selling, let me tell you, the result will be same as when you do others direct selling company. Okay? So if you want to do Riway like how you do direct selling, you don't come to Riway. Because I think you are wasting your time. Do other companies. But if you want to come to Riway, you have to view it differently. If you come to Riway and think that, wow, Pertia is good, Conscientious is good, a good product is the most important thing for your success in Riway, don't think it that way. Because generally, any direct selling company products are good to me. Pertia is good in another way, but it doesn't mean that a good product will make you become a Draco or a Supreme, no. So to me, if you treat yourself as a direct seller just to sell product, sell product, sell product, you are just training yourself to be a good salesman. And you will forever be a good salesman. And can I ask you, one salesman, how much sales can he generate? If you do not know how to duplicate a second and third salesman. So why does our friends and our peers fail in a lot of direct selling company, or you yourself fail in a lot of direct selling company that you used to be in, is because you really train yourself to be a salesman. You really only focus on selling product. You don't care about events, you don't care about any other things. So let me tell you, in Riway, product is of course important, but it is not the most important. To me, 60 years in Riway, what I have witnessed is, if you want to succeed in Riway, you need to be a master in building relationship. This is why a lot of people don't succeed in direct selling. It's because they put building relationship as the least important. They see as selling product, earning high income, the immediate benefit as their priority. So when you focus on things that are close to you, you do not build a foundation for yourself. Your focus is always on how much can I earn this month, how much can I sell this month, how much downline can I recruit this month. When your focus is all about that, your result will be like all the direct sellers that you used to look down on in the past. So what is the method in Riway? How do we maintain 16 years? With leaders who stay with us for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, there must be a secret. It is not only because of Pertia or Conscientious. There must be a secret because there are competitors in the market who may have similar product. So how do we win the competitors? You must focus on a longer term. Immediate, you may seem to lose out on something, but the more foundation you build for a longer term, the road to success in Riway is more firm. For example, what is relationship? In Singapore, cars are very expensive. Houses are very expensive. So there is a saying in Singapore that is like that. They say, buying a house and car in Singapore is difficult but achievable. So the most difficult thing is not paying the down payment for the house or the car. The most important thing is every month, how do you maintain the payment for your house and the car? Which means to start something is not difficult. It is always about how you maintain something that is most difficult. Which is why I say don't focus on product. Because to me, focusing only on product is to start. But if you only focus on product along the way, you are not maintaining this thing. You get what I mean? So what is it about maintaining? What is relationship? To me, why people deem Riway as a company that they can follow? It's not because we do big stations. It's not because, wow, our boss CEO is very handsome. No, there are a lot of factors. Why people choose to follow Riway is because they trust us. Am I right? Yes. And why people trust us is not because on stage we say, hey, you must trust me, No. It's because every little actions, the smallest decisions we make, the smallest action we do, we always make the decision based on the bigger picture. There are situations where we should make decision A and it should benefit the company more in all areas, but we choose to make decision B because in the bigger picture, we feel it benefits leaders and company fairly. A lot of companies, they will choose decision A because a look at it, it benefits the company. So it's because for 16 years, we always make decisions based on the bigger picture. So even if we keep quiet, if we don't say, leaders who are with us, they are not stupid. They can feel it. When they have situation, when they face any difficulties on their way to Riway, we are always there to support them. In terms of events, in terms of support from BD, from any department, from OP, anything. So along the way, leaders, they feel it. They know this company can be trusted because when I need help, they are there. When I need advice, they are there. When I don't know how to do, they are there. So along the way, we build a trust with leaders. Without this trust, how do Riway set goal and leaders always achieve the goal? You think it's so easy? You think it is so coincidentally that whenever we say, hey, we should have this objective, suddenly 3 Draco came out. Hey, we should have Pegasus 5, suddenly 51 Pegasus 5 came out. Hey, we should have rings, suddenly all the rings came out. No. It is not that Riway is very lucky whenever we set a goal, we achieve it. No. It's because along the years, we have built a lot of relationship with our leaders in different regions of Riway. We maintain a very healthy upline and downline relationship between company and distributors. They know we will not give up on them. They know how we will help if they need help. Of course, if the person is worth helping. If the person attitude is good, we will go all the way. And it's because of that, that's why over the years, we have achieved a lot of unachievable. So for the past 16 years, besides improving our product generation until 37 now, product is not our main concern. So like I said, our main concern for the past 16 years is to build this relationship. So back to you as an individual. You are like Riway. Your group is your people. If you do not know how to build a relationship with your people, they will come and go, come and go, come and go. Today you may have 50 people, but if you only focus on what is in front of you, tomorrow you'll be left with one. The next day, another 50 people came. 5 years, 6 years down the road, you are always back to 1 or 2. It's because you do not know how to grow your group. So if you ask me, whether after this opening, can Philippine region also have the result like what I have seen in Malaysia or in Taiwan? It's not about the opening. It's today, while you are seated here, while you are involved in any of these 6 branches, how do you position yourself in Riway? What role do you want to play in Riway? Will the subsequent branches that starts to open be related to you? Will Riway want to open a branch because of you? That is very important. Like I said, there are some regions that Riway has not opened yet. But we have leaders who are already fighting to Pegasus, to Supreme. So if you ask them, why are they fighting when they have nothing? No product, no office, no license, everything nothing. They say, because they want when Riway come to their region, one day when Riway come, they want Riway to decide which city to open in that region based on that leaders. Because it is competitive in this market. He wants to prove to Riway, hey, when you come to my country, your decision making in which city to go to will be because of me, because I am obvious in the eyes of Riway. Likewise in the Philippines. You don't just do Riway based on your own way, you know. You don't just do Riway based on your own method, you know. Why? Because eventually, whatever you can do, it will be drained off. Because no man is an island. You cannot be the smartest person and expect yourself to do alone using your own method in Riway and you will succeed. No. For 16 years, I have seen many potential groups. Very good leaders, you know, from the start. Wow. But they don't want to build relationship. They do things on their own. They think they are very smart. Because they have experiences from other companies, they have experiences from their own industry. They think that, no, I shall do it my way. Riway has leadership training seminar, no need to go. I give better training. Riway has recognition night, no need to go. I do sales better. Riway has event, don't need to go. My event is better. I have seen for 16 years, potential group, while they are going up, suddenly they go down. Because they are all using their own one-person strength. Wanting to create a result that is what James mentioned just now, in billions, I can tell you, it is impossible. In direct selling, you must know how to leverage. And when I talk about leveraging, it is not leveraging your downlines. It is not, oh, I must have 10 downlines, 100 downlines, 1,000 downlines, so that I can have 1,000 persons 24 hours for me to leverage. It's not only about that. You must know how to leverage Riway Company. Riway Company is your biggest upline. You must know how to use Riway. Okay, but when I say use Riway doesn't mean, okay, good, every day I call James. Every 10 minutes call James. Hey James. No. You must know how to leverage this. You must be within the radar of Riway eyes. Okay, I put it this way. In NPO, there is this term. We have to build a relationship with the outlines, right? Because we know that outlines, they have many downlines. Don't wait for your uplines to call you, remember? NDO we say, call your uplines. It's the same. Of course, I'm not saying call James, no. What I'm saying is, in 16 years of Riway, let's say for example, Dato Kenny, boss. We have only one pair, I nearly say boss have two pairs of eyes. We have only one pair of eyes, right? One pair of ears. So how does Dato Kenny and our CEO knows everything about the market? It all comes from our GM, our RD, our BD, our OP feedback. They will tell us this leader commit what, that leaders commit what. So we are always fitted with information in the market, which will help us to make a better decision when we want to plan where is the next recognition night, where should it be held. So we don't just say, okay, I like to hold it in Taipei, so I hold it in Taipei. No. It's because we have management meeting, we listen to all the region's feedback, then we think, okay, Taipei, there are a group of leaders who are fighting for something big. We need to go to Taipei and hold a recognition night there so that they can make use of this event to do and achieve it. This is how we will plan our events, you know. It's not because we like to do it well. So, why some regions? Why are there some groups that we always hold events and always live with? Because these leaders are in the radar of Riway. They are maintaining a relationship with Riway. They let the GM, the RD, the BD know what is going on with their group. They let them know who is committing in their group so that the company can help to work together with them to build up the group. This is what I mean by leverage of Riway. One day, when Riway forgets your name, Because there are too many leaders. Today, maybe we still remember some of the supreme leaders in Philippines. Maybe 5 years down the road, we may have seen your face and forgotten your name now. Why? Because 5 years down the road, maybe you have been overtaken by leaders from other regions who know how to leverage company. They know how to borrow company strength. So sometimes you have to be like a downline. Really make sure you maintain a good relationship with your upline, the company, because Riway company has many lines. Do you think Riway has the time, honestly, to really go to all the lines in 16 regions, fairly put 10 minutes, today this group, tomorrow this group, no. Like you have so many downlines. Do you fairly put your time equally in all your downlines? You don't, right? You will go to that downline, the one who is more cooperative. Am I right? The one who has the same vision as you. Am I right? The one who, when you talk to them, you feel positive because they don't come back to you with problems. They always show you how desired they are. You like to talk to this kind of downline, am I right? And you like to do planning with them. You like to lead them. Same. Riway has many groups. We cannot fairly put equal time in every group, because if we fairly put equal time with each and every group, we are not fair. Because we are putting the time in the wrong group. Am I right? Yes. So, like you, we are upline. What we do, we observe the market. Among so many regions, so many groups in the market, so many lines, who should we focus in? We will see what we hear. We will see what we see, then we will focus on certain groups that are worth focusing. You get what I mean? Which is why there are some leaders that are super close to Riway, because they know if you can borrow this strength from Riway. Wow. So, I'm not saying, okay, so every day I should stand at Mr. Lim's office and wait for him to come. Buy him the snacks from my... No. Show Riway your sincerity with your result. Whenever there's an objective, whenever there's a goal that Philippines set, make sure you are the one who shout for it. Make sure you are the one who let the GM know you are going to fight for it, and make sure you really achieve that. Make sure you are well known in the Philippine market for the good reason. If you are well known in the Philippine market for the good reason, we will hear about you, we will see you, and when the time is right, we'll go down to your group and make sure you leverage your leader. So if company never even bother about you, please don't blame us. It's because we have so many other more constructive group, other more really position themselves in Riway very well group. So it's not that we are unfair, we like this better or we like that person better. No, it's because the other person, the other groups are more competitive than you, that's all. Riway always focus on our time on the most productive group. And I want to clarify, in Riway, productive always in Riway's eyes doesn't mean turnover. A lot of people thought, oh, we go to the group with the highest turnover. No, we never go to the group with the highest turnover. To us, productive is the kind of effort that you put in. Do you know how to produce more result? Some people, they have a big group, but not productive one. Some people, they have a lot of people in their group, but all are customers. No leaders one. Some only 5 people in their group, but all are practices, no customer one. So we will focus on groups that are the most balanced in Riway, with a bunch of customers, with a healthy amount of mid leaders like Diamond Stars, healthy amount of team leaders like Pavo, Phoenix, Monoceros, and an equal healthy amount of Pegasus and Supreme. So it doesn't mean say, oh, today I want to commit to 5 Jacko, we'll look for you. No, because we believe you will hit it. We look at your organization, we know you will. So everything is still step by step. But, my words, step by step doesn't mean you can be slow. Some people thought, hey, they say step by step, step by step can also be fast. It's just that we don't cut queue, we don't take the shortcut, but it doesn't mean you have to be slow, You cannot take shortcut, but you have to be fast. This is the world that we are in now. When you do Riway, you want to succeed, you must be ready for that. Anything about product, do not worry. Product quality, everything about product efficiency, let Riway worry about it. Yes, you sell the product, but you do not need to sell it like a doctor. Because your job is not to train doctor. Your job is not to train a bunch of really can sell product until like a doctor. No, we are not going to train professional like that. Because in the market, if you sell like a doctor, how you duplicate? You have all the answers, doesn't mean your doctor have all the answers. Then it will make it very difficult for them to close their sales because they will think that I need to have this special skill before I can close sales. Don't make things difficult for yourself. Keep it simple. Simple, easy to duplicate, easy to learn. Product is important, but remember, product is only the start. Product is only a gateway for you to have customers, whereby eventually using events and trainings, you influence them to be distributors. After that, you get them involved to be committed, you train them to be leaders. That is why the product is there. Focusing on product is good, but remember, like I say, building relationship with Riway, building relationship with your groups are more important than prettier how to sell. I hope one day people join you, people follow you no matter how hard the situation is. It's because they trust you like how they trust Riway. And why they trust you is because you, as a leader, as their upline, the decisions you make, the things you do, every little sacrifice you do, you always think of the group as a bigger picture. You never think of your own benefit as the most important thing. Even if you don't say out, trust me. People around you, they will feel it. Because for 16 years, this is how Riway does it. We will continue to do it, and we believe more and more regions will have more leaders coming up. So with more regions coming up, it's a competition for Philippines. Especially now, Philippines has been adjusted to Central South Asia. To me, it's a very new thing. Why? Because previously in East Asia, you are with big markets of Riway, honestly. You are with Hong Kong, you are with Taiwan, one of the biggest market in Riway, and you are with Japan, one of the most steady market in direct selling and in Riway. So you in East Asia, to me, when you are together with them, I don't think you can shine a lot. Because many times, you are overshadowed by them. Maybe going into Central South Asia is a fresh start. Because in our Central South Asia region, most of the markets are new markets. Most of the markets are what Philippines was 4 or 5 years ago. Which means we already give you a good start. I hope 5 years later, don't let me see you are still like that. And then all the Central South Asia, they have leverage on Philippines' strength and overtake you. Maybe now you think, no, that's not possible, but I can tell you, one moment when your direction is not right, one moment when you are not focused, they will overtake you. Like Taiwan and Malaysia. Do you know that last time, Taiwanese leaders have to fly to South Asia to look at South Asia event before the first event went to Taiwan. And now Taiwan has become the #1 in Riway. So maybe the Central South Asia team are very happy that Philippines is going over, Finally, they can borrow Philippines' strength. So it's good that you are someone that people respect. It's good that you are someone that, people welcome. Wow, Philippines. I think Jackie must be very happy. Wow, Philippines is here to inject more spark into my CSA. Yes, but make sure you do this route of injecting, and when you go over to CSA, make sure you get something out of it. When I say get something out of it is, observe the other regions, see how they do it. Because in every regions that we have, there are things that we can learn from them. Like Myanmar. Central South Asia, we have a very unique region, Myanmar. With the war situation, they are still doing very well. So there are a lot of things to learn from the CSA region. I hope in the CSA region, Philippines can be always the top. Bring what you have learned for the past 8 to 9 years in Philippines. So remember, whatever you have achieved now is over already. Don't be too blinded by what you have achieved now. A lot of people fail in Riway is because they are too blinded by their achievement that they have achieved years ago. You know, a lot of people when they join Riway, they have nothing. So 3-4 years later, suddenly they have something. Or they have everything. Then they stop there. They keep putting themselves in the 3-4 years period, whereby, wow, they keep thinking they're very good, wow, I'm so successful. But they didn't know that whatever you have gotten now is what you have done for the past 3 to 4 years. You have another 3 to 4 years to go. What you have done in the past is not going to help you for the 3 to 4 years, you know. The next 3 to 4 years, the result is what you do now. Which is why I say, to start is easy, to maintain is the most challenging thing. Don't be complacent, like soccer, you know. Sometimes soccer, you can be 3 goals to nil. Once you become complacent, the goalie becomes complacent, the defender becomes complacent, even the coach becomes complacent and change all the reserve players. Suddenly, the other team maybe 4-3. So never be complacent. Never think that whatever you have done in the past is going to last you forever. Don't have that mentality. If it is going to last you forever, good. But if you have that mentality, then not good. So I hope as more branches open, it will be open because of you. Because to me, opening branch is not difficult. You just need to rent an office, do some renovation, pay a lease for 3 to 5 years. Office renting renovation is not difficult. By right, in a region with 9 years, we should have more than 6 branches. But why is Riway holding so tightly to how we open branch? This is something you can learn from it. We do not want white elephant. We want all branches to be fully utilized by the leaders. Same, in your group, we don't want white elephants. You must make sure every distributor, every leader in your group must be productive people. We always say, know thyself well. Don't be fooled by a lot of downlines, a lot of customers, but in the end, there is nothing out. So make sure you have the ability to have a very productive team in your group. And of course, besides Riway Philippines, there are a lot of other markets in the world. But like we say, focus on where you are closer first. Don't ask me when is America opening, when is where opening. First, do well your most familiar region first. Make sure your region is so strong that even when you are out in other regions, nobody notices because they are all so independent. Only then you venture. Okay, so thank you Philippines for having me and congratulations again. I pass the mic over to the rest of